That is my best friend. He looks happy, right? If you really knew him like I do, you would know he is rarely like this. He is actually very miserable most of the time. That is me. Danny and I have been best friends since we were little. It wasn't until Danny turned 11 that he knew he was gay. We are now 15 years old, freshmen in high school. Danny hasn't come out to the people in our grade yet. He doesn't think it is worth it. He already gets bullied and harassed by our peers, and by officially coming out, everything would get worse. Gay adolescents are more likely to come out to only their closest friends. I have known about his sexuality from the very beginning. We have been best friends since preschool, after all. When he first realized he was gay, I remember him telling me, "I feel like the best thing to do is hide it and just accept that I will be miserable the rest of my life." That hit me hard. Right when he said that, I looked him straight in the eyes and said, "There's nothing to hide. There's nothing wrong with you." I went on and on about how the best way to get through this struggling time in his life is to learn to accept himself. It will be hard for him, I know that. He gets bullied every day. Being bullied because of your sexuality in some ways is worse than getting bullied in general. It is a whole new level of embarrassment. You are a complete outsider. It must feel like there is nobody by your side to stick up for you or to comfort you when you need it. Once he is completely accepting of who he is, that is the day that things will get better. He may still get bullied, but as long as he loves himself, that is what is the most important. And until that day, I will be here for him to help him to get to that point. I am the only person here for Danny right now. Other than me, his parents are the only ones who know. I never would have thought his parents would look at him any different just because of this. This is Danny and his parents' relationship before he came out to them. They all used to be extremely close and did everything together. They probably had an idea in their minds that their son was different. Most parents do. They have been around him his entire life and watched him grow up. Often when someone is gay, they give off some kind of clues, some more distinctive than others. Even though the idea of their son being gay must have crossed their mind, they were still very surprised when he came out. I don't know if they even believed him at first. They tried to understand and to listen to him, but it didn't go as Danny had hoped. Danny's parents find it hard to accept his sexuality. They rarely have conversations anymore. They almost never spend time together. Danny always tells me that he thinks his parents hate him and want nothing to do with him anymore. I think they might just feel like it is their fault, or they think they know him better than he knows himself. Or they could just be afraid of the unknown. I guess his parents' reaction is normal. I know sometimes the results are even more repulsive. There are homosexual children who suffer from threats like getting kicked out of the house, being cut off financially, or even physical abuse after coming out to their family. I am thankful that his parents haven't resorted to such extreme measures, and I know he is too. I just hope they come around. Danny deserves the family he used to have. Danny isn't how he used to be before he officially came out to people. He used to tell me he was just confused and didn't know if he should take it seriously. He spent at least a year denying he was actually gay. He continuously tried forcing himself away from it. "It's just a phase," he would say over and over again. It has been 4 years since he first had those feelings. It was not just a phase. I know he hasn't completely accepted the fact that he is gay. I have a feeling his parents' disapproval makes it so much harder for him to be happy with who he is. He shouldn't have to worry about losing his parents because of his sexuality. Family love is supposed to be unconditional. Danny and I are almost always together. He won't say it out loud, but I know he is afraid to walk down the school hallways by himself. I know he gets bullied. He doesn't come right out and tell me, but I can see it in his eyes right after it happens. He acts like everything is fine, but I just worry about him. I've done research about gay adolescents. It is found that 30% of all completed suicides have been related to sexual identity crisis. That scares me to death for him. He is the strongest person I know, but even strong people have a breaking point. No kid should have to go through what Danny goes through every day of his life, not wanting to go to school because every day is miserable, filled with name-calling, emotional and physical harassment, embarrassment, going home to parents who no longer look at you the same way. It would be a relief to be able to go home and take away the mask you had been wearing all day to hide who you are. But Danny can't even do that. Right now, I am the only person Danny can be himself around. I will be here for him no matter what. Sometimes he isn't even himself when he is around me because he is so used to putting up a persona. I hope one day Danny will be comfortable with his sexuality. I hope his relationship with his parents is restored. He deserves to be happy. He's the downright most amazing person I know. I want him to be able to live a carefree life again, filled with happiness and people who care about him, for the person he truly is. I just want my best friend back.